It's a weird conversation. So,
welcome back to another episode of We Posted Up Presents. I am Damon, and I am here with
Sheila.
Oh, you're going to use your actual...
I am going to use my government name. My mama gave it to me, I'm using it.
Hey, just because they gave it to you, I mean, you have to like it.
Actually, technically, my brother gave it to me, but we're going to go with it.
You want to tell that story? I've never heard about it.
You never heard the story? Okay, so I have 4 brothers. I'm the younger girl. I am in smack dab in the middle. My brother...
Miscounted?
I did. I have 3 brothers, and I am smack dab in the middle. My older brother, I had a little girl named Sheila that he played with down the street, and he had a little crush on her. And he came running home one day and asked my mama if she could name me Sheila, because my original name was supposed to be Siobhan Renee. And instead, I got named Sheila because he fell in love with this little girl named Sheila. She just spelled it funny, so my name is never pronounced right, but we're going to use the government today.
Understood. I mean, you're number 3 of 4. Is that the middle?
I am, actually, because the 2 boys are the same age.
Yeah, but you're 3 of 4, so...
I know.
Does that make you in the middle?
It does. I'm the 3rd birth. I'm sorry.
It just makes you born 3rd, not the middle.
I'm the only one that has an older brother and a younger brother. Everybody else either has everybody younger than them. Oh, for the boys.
So you're trying to...
I am smack dab in the middle.
Me that this is your explanation for?
I am smack dab in the middle. There are, our ages, 52, 46, and 44.
Yeah, but being 4 kids would not make you in the middle is what I'm getting at. 5, and if you were number 3...
I am the middle, I'm the middle birth. She's got 3 births.
Yeah.
I'm the middle birth.
Okay.
I'm the middle figure.
That's more... 3 births is a better way.
Okay. 3 births, I'm number 2, I'm the middle birth, which makes me the middle child.
You're tapping the table, too.
I am, but I can't hear it on the thingy, and I'm keeping my hands in my lap today.
That's what everybody says until it's no time to keep their hands in their laps.
It's true.
But, so... Before we get into this this episode, I wanted to discuss some stuff that I've been seeing on the internet. Because, you know, when you get old, you got to put the in front of it. It's the internet.
You do. Google, the TikTok.
The Google, the YouTube, the TikTok. They get me saying the TikTok. So, the TikTok, that's a good one. But anyway, so I've been hearing a lot of Keith Sweat slander on the internet.
Blasphemy, I tell you.
Yeah, and you know what? And all I gotta say to that is that people always, I guess the internet's saying that Keith Sweat can't sing and all this other stuff. But Keith Sweat has songs with people who we say are really good singers. He's got songs with Charlie Wilson. Mm-hmm. He's got songs with Ronald Isley. He's got albums with Gerald Levert and Johnny Gill.
Yep. LSG.
And I think those 4 people that I just named right there, people can't...
The new song got a bunch of artists on it.
I have not checked out the new song. It just dropped yesterday, Friday, right?
Thursday, actually. It dropped Thursday.
Okay, so I haven't checked it out yet, but I will get a chance that I get around to it. I don't run to Keith Sweat's new music, I can honestly say that, but I am a fan. I probably stopped listening to Keith Sweat probably around, as far as the new stuff goes, probably about 2010.
Let's be honest. We are of a certain age, and we don't want to hear new music from our old artists. It just don't hit the same because they're trying to cater toward a different audience that ain't us anymore.
Some people do.
That is true.
Not all of them.
Keith Sweat's new song sounds a lot like his old stuff.
Yeah, all his stuff sounds like
so he's not trying to cater to the younger crowd.
No, he knows what his demographic is. Yeah, so like riding with that.
When Michael Jackson's sister Janet did her new album, she tried to... Yeah, LaToya did one album. I don't think she ever did anything other than that.
Playboy.
Well, that don't count. That's not singing. She was good at that.
Well, yeah.
But she tried to cater toward the younger people, and then her new stuff didn't do well.
Yeah, I don't really care about you got to keep the demographic you got. That's kind of where I think, which is odd, because you can kind of say that about Bow Wow a little bit, because he should be able to grow with his fans, because they were all young when he was young.
That's true. He's on tour now. He just came here.
That Millennium tour.
Yeah, he just came here and brought Nelly out and Ashanti out on stage Really?
Oh, that was dope. But what's funny about the Scream tour is, I don't know if that's what they still calling it, but he was the headliner. Now he's opening it up for B2K. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Flip, but Bow Wow still out here doing his thing. Shout out to him. So, yeah, it's just that everybody's always clowning my boy Keith Sweat, and I don't get it, because
He can sing.
yeah, I mean, his tone's cool.
He hits the notes. I've heard most artists have a song where they are just not in the right tune, and you find beauty in the mistakes. I don't think I've ever listened to one of his songs like, you know what, he hit that note right there.
And the reason why you don't trip off the notes is because he writes really good songs.
That is true.
Songs that we're still singing.
It's true.
38, 40 years ago, we're still singing those songs, but people are still redoing those songs. But that's my soapbox with Keith Sweat. We all know I have a love affair with Keith Sweat and Denzel.
Yeah, those are your man crushes.
Yep, Morris Day. But you know what?
Morris Day is everybody's man crush. You can't even go by that one.
He's the coolest man on the planet. And that's what I was just about to say. Morris Day is like, out of those three, he's the only one that I would probably be starstruck to meet. It's Morris Day.
I've got questions. I got questions.
Morris Day. He's the coolest
Like,
man. He's
how
the
many-
inventor of duck lips.
He is the inventor of duck looks, and I want to know how many of his songs have he used those lines on women for?
Oh, you know.
Because he didn't write a lot of their stuff. Prince did, but I want to know if he used them lines on women. I feel like it was natural for him, even though he is the shy one according to the group. I feel like he's used those lines on women.
Of course he did. I mean, I know he said it like a
7779311.
and in that song, you know, he's like, I know I'm cooler than this cat. You said, you know he said that to somebody.
Oh yeah, I know he said that to somebody. Like that might have been an ad lib, but wasn't in the original lyrics.
He probably was saying it to somebody sitting in the studio.
Prince like, whoa, do that again.
Keep it. But, yeah, Morris Day is the man. But, anyway, we finna get into this episode and start getting into Morris Day, because I think we'll talk about that some other time. We finna get into menopause.
Yay!
We're gonna talk about menopause. What, so how did you know, well, give the people some backstory about where premenopause and all that stuff.
So I ended up getting pregnant at 38 years old. It sent me into menopause, having a baby that late in life. Well, it sent me into perimenopause because you're not in menopause until you're after 45. So 46 and usually the 55, you're considered in menopause. You're considered in perimenopause, which is just early menopause, when you start having symptoms from 30 to 45. I've always had certain symptoms because I have PCOS, which basically, in the simplest terms I can think of, women are born with all the eggs they're ever going to have. My eggs decided that they would just scramble themselves randomly. And so my eggs would burst inside of my ovary, so I don't have as many eggs as I should, which makes me have symptoms of menopause because I don't have as much estrogen as I should. So my hormone levels been out of whack all my life. So if you go into menopause and they do the test and your HCG levels are low, they will tell you you're in perimenopause because you're not 45 or 46 yet. You are somewhere between the ages of 30 and 45 usually when they'll diagnose you. And so at 38, after having the baby, it threw me into perimenopause, head first into perimenopause. For some reason, my hormone levels never re-leveled out, or at least to pre-pregnancy levels.
So you said something interesting that I didn't know. I didn't know that from birth you guys are born with all the eggs you're going to carry. I thought it was like a puberty thing, just like with us. We don't start being able to ejaculate until we're like 12, 13, depending on who you are. So I just assumed that when y'all got y'all first period is when y'all got the eggs start to develop and grow that way. I didn't know that. That's
No, we are, all of our eggs are there at birth. I can't remember when in the baby cycle they actually form, but yeah, from birth we have every single egg we're ever gonna have, and when you hit a certain weight, it's usually between 88 to 100 pounds, your pituitary gland turns on, and that's what makes them start releasing into our uterus and our monthly scum.
Oh, okay. So that's when the periods start.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Usually somewhere around 10 to 12 is when you hit that weight and puberty starts and your menses starts.
I had my first one at 10, so I get it.
No, you had secondhand experience. It was nothing like the little girl that was really going through.
No, that was my experience too, because I went through it. That was both of our experience. She just continues to get. I just got that one and only at 10 years old. And she had the whole story going. She had the white pants and all this. It was for her.
We've all done it. We all had to wear the jacket around our waist.
Yeah, it's very embarrassing.
Oh, man.
I can still see the seat when I tell the story. But I wasn't freaked out because I knew it appeared.
You have a sister and a mama. You should.
Yeah, I knew it appeared. So by that, you said the thing with the eggs, and then you said about symptoms. What symptoms were you getting that led you into saying that, all right, this could be what it is?
So, crazy thing is perimenopause symptoms mimic the same symptoms you have right after you have a baby and your hormone levels aren't right. So, it took probably a year and a half for me to realize I had actually been pushed into menopause, because you have the hot flashes and the brain fog and the night sweats were what was the worst. You have those when you're pregnant a lot, sweating at night because you're carrying so much extra weight. And then after you're pregnant, you continue to have them because you still got the hormones in your body for a good 6 months. But waking up and you are just completely drenched from head to toe, your clothes are wet. And the minute you take the blanket off and take the clothes off...
Don't go too far into that right now.
Okay.
I want to touch on that, and I want to touch on the hot flash. I want you to go into depth into those. I want them to be their own separate thing.
Okay.
So let's start with the hot flashes. How does a hot flash feel? For somebody, if you're trying to explain it to somebody, to me, who does not go through this and does not understand this and will never understand this, how would you explain the feeling of a hot flash to me?
Okay. It feels like you are having your own personal summer, like your entire body is standing out on the hottest day of the year with no air conditioning, just standing outside in the sun. And you can actually put your hand over the top of your head. Y'all can't see it, but I'm doing it. And feel the heat coming off of the top of your head, or put your hands next to your thighs and you will feel the heat coming off of your thighs. You are that hot.
Oh, wow.
It is extremely uncomfortable. And you eating cold stuff, popsicles and fanning yourself, and really in reality, nothing calms that heat. You just have to kind of let it pass.
Now, are there triggers that could activate, I guess, for lack of a
Absolutely.
Activate the hot flashes?
Absolutely. So they get worse with emotion. So if I'm angry, I will get a hot flash. If I'm upset, I will get a hot flash. If I am extremely happy about something, I will get a hot flash. They get worse with emotion, and they get longer with emotion. So if I am super pissed off about something, I'm going to have a longer hot flash than if I'm getting one because I'm nervous going someplace like to a job interview. I literally need to cool down.
See what I did there?
You did. It was so funny, that dad joke.
That's all right, it worked for me.
It did.
So is there anything you can take for hot flash?
Nope. Nothing at all. They tell you eat popsicles, drink water, sit in front of a fan, and it all helps, but the only thing that makes it go away is just letting it run its course.
Yeah, it seems like they're telling me to do everything that I would do if I was just hot.
Right, that's it. You're just trying to cool your body back down, but really it's the only thing that makes it stop, makes that sweating stop, because you instantly start sweating because your body wants to cool itself off. It's just letting it run its course.
Have you ever taken your temperature?
I have never taken my temperature to see how hot I get when I'm having a hot flash. These are, and I'm going to have to take my temperature when I have one so I can see how hot I actually get.
Yeah, I'm sure you could probably Google like an infrared thing.
Yeah.
Google download like an infrared thing to check your actual temperature opposed to your core temperature.
Yeah, I can.
See how your body feels after a hot flash.
That's true.
That's weird that you've never done that.
I have not. When you're in it, you're so busy trying to cool your body back off because you're so uncomfortable. You don't even think about the nerve stuff until after it's over, and then you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, but it happens so much that I figured that you would be like, because for me, if that was me, as soon as my body started getting hot, I'm like, what temperature is it? That would be the first thing to go in my head as I'm trying to figure out how to cool myself down, but...
I used to think about it when my mother was going through it, and I thought it was the funniest thing. She put her head over the vent and fussed about how hot it was and why our air wasn't blowing right, but it was just that she was having a hot flash. And I thought it was the funniest thing, and I would wonder what her actual temperature was, because she'd braid my hair and she'd have one, and you could feel the heat coming off her thighs and her stomach all along your back. So I would wonder what the temperature was, but then when I started having them, it was like, I just want this to stop. I don't even think about the nervous stuff that I thought about with her.
So from the hot flashes, you get these night sweats. Now, how does those go?
So the night sweats it's just what it sounds like. You sweating at night, usually in your sleep, and you don't know it until you wake up, and you wake up from it and you're just drenched. Your clothes are drenched in sweat and you need to change them. Like, you take the blanket off, you instantly get cold because you're that wet. But as soon as you take the blanket off and the air hits you, you get super cold. And they've gotten so bad lately that I've actually had to get up, change my clothes, because they are soaking wet and they can't stay on my body.
I'm sure at this point your fan's going, so
absolutely the fan is going.
You take the blanket off, now you're freezing.
Right.
So it's a back and forth thing.
It is, and the sheet is soaking wet, so you got to figure out a way to find a dry spot or put a towel over it, because you don't want to wake up your spouse. So it's a whole thing.
Yeah, that sounds pretty terrible to have to go through that on a nightly. Or is it just a couple of times a week, or how does it all work?
Up until recently, it was nightly. I mean, it's so bad that I had to change my clothes every night, but it was nightly. Now, it's basically a week before my period and a week after, plus week during. So I guess 3 weeks out of the month now, I'm having a hot flash. I mean, night sweats at night. I don't always know it, because some mornings I'll just wake up wet and I've slept through the entire thing, but then I also take medicine to help me sleep, because another symptom of menopause is not being able to sleep at night.
Let's go into that, because I mean, you compound all these. You got the hot flashes, you got the night sweats, and now you have the
insomnia.
So how does all this? Let's talk about the insomnia. Then we'll talk about how you're making it work for you.
Okay, so we have insomnia, which is just the inability to go to sleep. Your body is so tired, but your brain will not let you go to sleep at all. And you're just up. You're just up, just looking at each other. Well, not looking at each other, but looking at the ceiling or thinking about all the stuff that you could be doing.
Does melatonin help with that at all?
It does, actually. It will make your brain shut off enough for you to sleep. So melatonin does help, but it's a fine line between taking enough melatonin so you can sleep, but not enough so that you won't be foggy in the morning. And it is finding that happy medium, I guess, so that you can sleep. Now, you can also, because we're in Missouri and it's legal, you can also do microdose THC, and it is controversial, but microdosing THC with the terpenes in it that will help you sleep are amazing, because not only does it help you sleep, it also takes away the the hot flashes, not the night flashes. It will take away those hot flashes for me.
Have you tried any of them?
I have tried the THC. I take that every night. It works better than the melatonin for me for going to sleep. I don't get the grogginess in the morning.
Okay, so that's kind of cool, as long as you can sleep it off.
Right, as long as I can sleep it off.
You don't sleep it off, it's going to continue to roll. Now, how are you dealing with all three of those?
As well as I can. I mean, it's not like I have any control over them. And they're not even the worst symptoms. The worst symptoms are the ones that you don't even realize are menopause symptoms, because nobody talks about them. Those are the ones people talk about, so you know those as soon as they come. But the forgetfulness, they don't tell you that your brain is so foggy because of all of the chemical imbalances going on, and it's trying to work all of that out. You will forget stuff. Like, somebody will tell you something in a conversation, and you will turn your head and forget what they said.
So what I'm hearing from you is that menopause kind of sounds like being pregnant.
It is a lot like being pregnant, except you only got 9 months of that, and you got 5 to 10 to sometimes 15 years worth of menopause. Nobody tells you that part either.
Because you always hear about mom brain.
Right.
And that's what it sounds like you're going through with this.
And that is exactly what it is. And then there's this electric shocks that you get. It feels like somebody takes a pen and just pokes you in a straight line going all the way up your arms, your legs, your fingers.
Sounds like nerve damage.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just from the hormone imbalance from menopause. Sometimes it's a crawling sensation, like a bug is on you or something. But it's like in between your toes or your fingertips feel like something's crawling on them. Sometimes it's in your scalp and you're just scratching, but it's not that your scalp is dirty. It's just that you having these nerve tingles from your brain firing with these stupid hormones not acting right. You can have, it's called hot mouth, but it feels like you burned your tongue on something, but you're not eating anything. And it lasts for a couple minutes and then it goes away.
I know a girl with a hot mouth. She was great.
Yeah, that's a different kind of hot mouth, sweetheart. You can also have ringing in your ear. Now, nobody tells you about that, but you'll be tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Yeah. You'll be listening to something and all of a sudden all you hear is in your ear and you can't hear nothing else. You actually have to stop them up to let it go back down to a level where you can hear again. It's crazy.
And with all this going on, you still enjoy being a woman?
For the most part.
Just asking.
For the most part. You can have a lot of urinary tract infections during this time. You get a lot of yeast infections during this time because the hormone imbalance will mess up your pH balance in your vagina. It's so much stuff. You get weight gain that you cannot explain. And I'm not talking about everywhere. It's just in your belly. Them women that look like they're pregnant, but they're not. The older women that look like they're pregnant, but they're not. It's just bloating in your belly. You can, in a day, I can gain 15 to 20 pounds just from bloating. Just because my hormones not right.
Wow.
And you get joint pain, not arthritis pain, just random joint pains. They can't find nothing else wrong with you, but you have these pains and cracking when you walk, but all your cartilage is still there.
What about the random gas?
That's not random.
Do you get a lot of gas from this?
You get a lot of bloating, but it doesn't come off. I wish it would come off as gas. It just doesn't come off. The water will, if you take like a diuretic, the water will come off really easy. But the minute you stop, your legs gonna be right back swollen. Your middle gonna be right back. Even your face will get puffy from it.
That's all interesting. And what other symptoms that people don't discuss that you might have?
Cold flashes. I have cold flashes where just like a hot flash.
Just started, right?
The cold flashes just started. Usually cold flashes happen in actual menopause, not perimenopause. And I just turned 46, so I just hit where I'm no longer in perimenopause. I'm just in menopause. So you get a cold flash just like a hot flash and you're sweating. Cold flash, I'm freezing, like I gotta get my heating pad and put it under the blanket with me just so I can warm up, but nobody else is cold.
But then that probably triggers the sweat.
It does. Then you start sweating, you take it off, but it doesn't necessarily trigger a hot flash because sweating and a hot flash
are two
totally different things.
I would think they were hand in hand.
They are not. They are two different things.
Oh wow, I would never guess that. I really would have thought they were together simultaneously. Oh, why can't I talk today?
It's okay.
Working together to create the experience of a hot flash.
Your hair can get thin. Mine did not. Got thinner after I got pregnant, but...
You said some women lose their sex drive too, right?
A lot of women lose their sex drive because our estrogen is what gives us our sex drive mixed with our testosterone. So when the estrogen goes down, our testosterone goes down and you lose your sex drive. Now, women like me with PCOS who have a higher testosterone level, our sex drive goes through the roof. Like, we be walking around for no reason, like, I don't know why I'm horny, but I am. And a lot of women who choose hormone therapy, which is not right for everybody if you have a lot of cancer in your family. If you've ever had any kind of cancer, skin cancer, anything, you do not want to do hormone therapy because it will exacerbate those family markers that you already have. But a lot of women will do testosterone because that's the one. The estrogen gives you all of the hot flashes and all that stuff, but it is the losing your libido that bothers a lot of women. And there's a gel that you just rub into your hands or on your arm that will give you enough testosterone to give you that back.
I mean, that sounds too hard. It's just a rub your skin.
It doesn't. It's not, but you tell a woman that I'm giving you testosterone and they think they're going to turn into a man, and that's just not how it works.
Well, that's not biologically how it works.
It's not.
That's some interesting stuff. I would have never guessed that your bodies go through all that within a matter of 15 to 20 years. That's just crazy.
And so what's crazy is you have all of them at the same time, and that sucks.
Oh, so you can have a hot flash, cold flash, sweats.
All one behind another, all at the same time. It just sucks.
Oh, wow. That is interesting. But that also explains why you see a lot of women when they get in their latter years or their season years, however y'all want to frame it. That's why you see them cut their hair off.
Yes, because you trying to get cool and all of your heat feels like it's coming from the top of your head. And if you could just get that cool, like I wear locks and I will take my scarf off and just let the air hit the top of my head. It seems to cool me off faster. So a lot of women of a certain age will start to cut their hair shorter because you don't want it on your neck. You don't want it down your back. You just want it off so you can be cool and feel normal.
Yeah, somebody said that to me and it made sense. I was like, wow, that does make sense because you see a lot of women in their late 50s, early 60s with their hair just gone. They don't want to deal with what comes with having the hair.
People don't tell you that your spatial awareness messes up too. If I'm in the mirror and I'm trying to I'm trying to pick I'm a woman of a certain age. I grow chin hair. If I'm trying to pluck a chin hair, I can't get it in the mirror anymore because my spatial sense is so off. I can't find it on my face looking at it in the mirror.
And that's a symptom of menopause?
Yes.
Really?
It is.
It's not a symptom of just flat out going blind?
I've been blind all my life. I've been able to do it up until now.
Yeah, but you could be starting to go mentally blind or something.
I could, but spatial usually doesn't matter when you're blind. You either have it or you don't.
Well, that's interesting. I would have never seen that coming. Because I mean, there's so much stuff that goes on with y'all bodies that we don't know about, and it's all. We take questions. We try to figure it out, but we don't understand it really because y'all bodies are different and weird.
They are.
It bleeds once a month. It does weird stuff and produces babies. And
that's y'all fault that we bleed once a month.
Well, listen, because I'm trying to understand that.
Okay. Well, you've read the Bible before, right?
Once.
Okay. Well, we were
like my normal read.
Well, yeah. We were possessed by the devil. Well, not possessed. We were enthralled by the devil to eat the fruit, the forbidden fruit. Y'all ate it just because we told you to. And because we were enthralled and we were the one that told y'all to eat it, and y'all were the one God caught. God gave us pain in childbirth and bleeding once a month to remind us why we should listen to him.
So it sounds like it was your fault.
We were under the influence of the devil. Y'all were under the influence of nothing.
It was under the influence of what's between Eve's legs. Let's just call it.
Okay, yeah. I can't argue that part.
Women have been destroying our system all the time. It's okay. It's okay. That's why when they're always like, when are we going to start relogistic? I don't think they'll start because they got a feeling or because they're on a period, but y'all are evil creatures, so of course y'all would start wars.
We're only evil because y'all make us that way.
Some of the biggest queen pins in the dope game are women.
That is true.
So, yeah, y'all just...
We had to run families. We knew how to run a company.
Yeah, that's crazy because selling dope is like a Fortune 500.
It is. Nobody wants to say it, but if you're making good money at it, you're running a business.
Yeah.
You are not partaking in none of your product. You are running a business.
And nobody... Just to wrap this episode up a little bit, that's why I thought it was so hilarious when people was clowning the McDonald's CEO. If you walk around stuff like that, you ain't eating it. It's just like somebody selling the water do. They ain't taking it.
Yeah, but you gotta swallow. You should have took a smaller bite, and you gotta swallow. You can't put it in your cheek like we all know you didn't even chew it.
No, I'm good.
It hit your tongue, and you were like, "Oh, this nasty."
That man ain't.
He wouldn't even chew. You should have just had it sitting on the table. You knew you didn't like that.
Yeah, now that he should have acted like he bit it, or act like he was about. I'm gonna eat this for my lunch and cut the camera off.
Or he had to bite out of it, so all he had to do was put his mouth near it.
There's definitely an intern somewhere in McDonald's that would have took that bite.
Right.
And been happy about it.
Right.
Because they're interns and they ain't making no money right now, so they would have been happy to get something to eat. But, yeah, menopause is My mother had it early premenopausal from the numbers that you laid out, so I knew what it was. I think she might have been about 35, maybe 36, so that would make me either 15 or 16. So I knew what it was, but I didn't know how.
I spoke with my mom started to 36, 37-ish.
I don't know how intense it is for all it was for her.
Well, if you ask our parents, with the exception of my mama, and especially our grandparents, they all swore they never went through any of it. You start naming all symptoms that you watched, and they're like, I wasn't from that.
Yeah, I mean, older black people don't like to believe nothing. I don't know what that is.
Like, my grandma went from keeping the house at 60 degrees to keeping it on hell. Because after she was done being hot during menopause, she was cold.
And you said she never brought it up.
She always said she had no menopause symptoms other than her period stopped.
I guess that's a good thing.
I mean, that's when you know menopause is done, that you're postmenopausal. Your period has stopped for a year.
So what happens in post other than your period stopping? What goes down in post?
You still have PMS symptoms if you still have your uterus. Some women do not have their uterus anymore. But you'll still have PMS symptoms. You still get hot flashes when you get emotional. Your hormone level never levels out. You start growing facial hair.
So what you're saying is
chest hair.
Yeah, but if you go through that far and you're in your 60s or whatnot, and you
don't care.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the surgery. Who wants to go through the surgery with their uterus ripped out in their 60s?
Well, some women will start bleeding.
Oh, that's
right, and that's usually when they go in and be like, "You don't need this no more. Let's take this out."
In the 60s having surgery, that's rough.
It is, but you don't want to be bleeding every month, or because if you are, it's something wrong up in there. It needs to go.
I mean,
and when it's something wrong in your uterus, especially when you're after childbearing years, so usually somewhere after 35, 40-ish, they just start snatching it out. They don't really care why. You can go into your doctor and say, I'm bleeding heavily. They don't say, well, let's just remove your uterus then.
I mean, you might as well ride that on out.
Nah, you don't want to.
Just keep riding it on out.
Because sometimes the bleeding don't stop and now you're passing out.
Oh, because you get lightheaded?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, nobody wants that.
No, not at all.
No, I get it. No, that was a lot of information in such a small time. I appreciate you sharing that with us.
Anytime. I love useless knowledge. Everyone should know what their wife, girlfriend, sister is going through.
I mean, we don't care at the end of the day.
They do not. You do not.
We don't care.
But you should, so you understand that when she is yelling and cursing you out,
ain't for fun.
It's not for fun. She really feels that anger when she comes back 5 minutes later and like nothing happened. It's because that particular emotion is gone for her.
It always feels like it's for fun, so.
It's not for fun. I've been telling people I have no act right now. My emotions are all over the place and I will cuss you out in a minute and not be sorry about it at all. But it's not because I'm trying to be a jerk or a bitch. I'm just, my emotions, the way my body is right now, it just won't let me keep it in anymore. It's all got to come out.
Understood. So, let it out. Feel free. So, thank you once again for sharing all that with us. That was a lot of information, and I learned something new today. I hope people who are listening learned something. Anything that's stuff and that was the first thing we said, but I honestly didn't know that. I really thought it was just like us. You get it you get those at a certain age, just like we're able to ejaculate at a certain age.
Well, men can also produce sperm until the day they die. We can't produce eggs until the day we die.
Well, no, that's true. You know, really scrambled by that point.
I mean, my mother's father had a baby at 70, so.
Yeah, that's bad.
One of my aunts is significantly younger than me.
Yeah, you get them old sperm, ain't a good thing either.
Not at all. You end up with some babies that could not be right.
Yeah. I don't think that's just a rumor. I think that's the truth.
It is not. There are certain things that are directly related to sperm not swimming, not being right because you're old.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's a scary thought. So, yeah, like I said, thanks again for enlightening us with that information.
Anytime.
And before we close this out, I'm going to close it out on something a little lighter.
Please do.
So, back in the 1900s, in the I would say probably the mid to late 90s. It used to be this conversation going around. I don't know if you remember it or not, but it was who's the better singer. Now, who has the hits? None of that between Mary J. Blige and
I do.
Miss Faith Evans. So for me, you want to answer first? I'll go first.
For me, it's Mary J. I think she has the better voice. I think she has a stronger voice. Not the Faith's voice is not strong, but I feel like Mary's is just a little bit stronger. And when she's singing, I feel all her pain.
Yeah, see, that's the big common denominator, because you can feel Mary's pain, but I personally think it's Faith who has the better voice. Mary's got the hits. Faith's got some hits.
They've got the hits too.
But Mary's got the hits under her belt, so I'm not saying that. And having this conversation always makes me feel like I gotta defend the other one without shitting on the other one, because I like them both.
Both women are fabulous.
Yeah, I love them both. I love listening to both of their music, still to this day. But for me, Faith has the better voice. For me.
Yeah, for me, it's Mary, and we will agree to disagree on this.
No, I don't think it's one of those subjects you're free to disagree on. It's an opinion.
It's an opinion.
And that's my opinion. Somebody else out there might have a different opinion.
That is true.
But with that being said, if you're going to have your opinion on it, I urge people to really be like, do I really like this song because it's a bigger hit, or do I like the way she sounds? Because I think that's where it gets torn, because Faith doesn't have the monster hits like Mary J does, but Faith got some solid shit.
She does.
Under her belt. And yeah, I just really like her vocal over Mary J's vocal.
I like Mary's. I like that I can feel what she's feeling when she's singing it. Even when she's singing happy music, like Good Morning Gorgeous, I feel her, like she looked in the mirror and realized how pretty she really is.
Yeah, you hear it.
Feel it, which makes me like her voice more.
Yeah, even when you listen to Faith Evans' interviews, not Faith Evans, I'm sorry, you listen to Mary J. Blige's interviews, you can feel everything that she's talking about. She feels excited about it, so I get it.
She's what I would call an empath, but I have no proof.
Because you never met her proof. So, that's number 2 in the books. I won't count them after 3, so.
You had to count them now.
No, I'm going to count them now, because these people can hear the growth.
That's true.
As it goes, so.
You can hear me get better and more comfortable.
Yeah, same here. I will get more comfortable eventually. So, that concludes another episode of We Posted Up Presents. Thank you for listening.
Peace.